I'm good, thanks. So Tyler's here.
Perfect.
You rock and roll.
All right, Tyler, we're going to get started with Manny Navarro with The Athletic. Go ahead, Manny.
Hey, Tyler. So what's the secret sauce to being so good at hitting shots with the shot clock expiring and the clock just getting to zero? How did you train yourself to be so good at that?
Just practicing over and over, practicing any shot, preparing for any moment. And then whenever that moment comes or the opportunity comes, just being ready for it and to capitalize. Just knocking down shots with confidence.
You never had like a clock or anything, did you ever go through drills where to perfect that? Because obviously you could shoot anywhere, anytime. I'm talking about specifically with that pressure, knowing the shot clock expiring, etc.
No, I mean, just knowing I think just being aware of the shot clock and knowing that it's winding down 5, 4, 3, 2, and just, once you see that, just having to make a play right away out of it. Never had really a time or anything like that, though.
Okay.
Next up, we have Barry Jackson with the Miami Herald. Go ahead, Barry.
Hi, Tyler. You talked last week about being doubted at times in the early stages of your career. Does lasting to 13 in the draft, does that fuel you at all? Do you ever think about that? And if not that, what does sort of give you a chip on your shoulder, which you'll remind yourself of sometimes as motivation?
Definitely. I think being drafted 13 definitely motivates me. But I love where I was drafted. I love the opportunity I was drafted to, the situation, but the 12 guys ahead of me definitely are in the back of my head all the time. And I know every last one that was drafted ahead of me. And, it definitely does fuel me. But I think just with our team, we have a bunch of guys like that who were doubted, who were looked over. And I think that's, the chip on our shoulders that we have.
All right, next up is Julio Montenegro from Argentina. Go ahead.
Hi, Tyler. What would be the keys to win the first game of the finals?
Keys to the first game, just coming out with a lot of focus and energy, sticking to our game plan. Obviously, very talented. They have two of the best players in the world on that side, and we're going to have our hands full for sure. We respect them. We know how talented they are. But we're definitely feel like we have the right pieces to win game one. And that's all we're worried about right now is game one. So as long as we keep, the game one the main focus, we'll go game by game. But game one is our main focus right now.
Thanks.
Next up we have Vincius with Brazil. Go ahead.
Hi, Tyler. Nice to see you. I always seen in social media Jimmy making fun of you, and in your 37.9, Dwayne Wade said that you definitely got a black friend. So I just want to know, how can you describe your relationship with them?
Jimmy? My relationship with Jimmy is what it is, what you guys see. He's like a big brother to me. He's there since I've been drafted. He always feeds life into me, gives me confidence, allows me to be myself on the court and off the court. And, we're just, we find a good blend, with each other. And he's just a leader. He's just going to lead me and lead the rest of the team to where we want to go.
All right, next up, we have a question from Mark Burban with New York Post. Go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Tyler. A lot of Kentucky guys in the NBA Finals. How much credit do you give to someone like Kenny Payne, who's now in the NBA, and what did you think about him getting an NBA job, going to the Knicks?
Yeah, I think that's tremendous for him and his career coaching. KP was like a father figure to me as far as just mentoring me when I was at Kentucky, and we still talk to this day, almost every day. So he's a great either in his own way as well. Just been around a lot of tremendous players, um, talented players who came through Kentucky and who are obviously in the league now. But he's what he is. I mean, he's gonna get on you hard. He's a tough coach. He's gonna coach you. Your best. He's gonna try to bring the best out of you. But I'm really happy for him and happy that he got that job.
Thank you.
All right, we'll finish it up with the last question from Rodrigo from Brazil. Go ahead.
Hey, Tyler, you're being clutch for the Heat in just your first year. This almost no pressure that you feel, it's something that you carry since high school and college. And how are you feeling now for the NBA Finals?
As far as the clutch shots, I think just having the ball in my hands where my teammates, coaches trust me with it. They know I'm to be confident with it, and I don't feel the pressure. I don't think there is much pressure. At the end of the day, we're just playing, competing at the game of basketball. That's my mindset, my mentality. As far as the final goes, I'm just excited to be here, blessed. Can't wait to get started tomorrow. It's going to be a fun series. It's going to be tough, but we're excited to get started tomorrow.
All right, Jim, I'll throw it to you if you have anybody there in person. Thank you.
Thank you. We do. Michael, go ahead, please.
Yeah. I'm just curious. The guys that came in the league with like Michael Jordan and Kobe, they always say the first time they played against them was in their head. Does LeBron have that effect on young guys, and is it hard to get out of the mind?
I obviously looked up to him before he had LeBron James. He's one of the best players to ever play. But at the same time, it's my third time playing him. So at this point, I'm not looking up to anybody. Obviously, he's what he is. He's a tremendous player. But at the end of the day, we're competing to win a championship, and I think that's the biggest thing. We're gonna when we step in between the lines, it's time to compete and time to win. So that's all we're worried about.